Hey, this is Coach Carlos here at Stay Recruited. Just want to clarify a little bit more about the communication period when it comes to players to coaches and coaches to players. We're going to break it down to four different years, and because every year is different when it comes to the communication period. So what I'm going to do is start off with the freshman year. Freshman year, coaches cannot contact freshman players in all sports, but players can contact coaches. You can do it via telephone, via email, and via Twitter. And that's pretty much the process of communication when it comes to, players to coaches, coaches to players. But the player has to initiate the conversation. So if you call a coach and he answers, y'all can have a brief conversation. If you send an email to a coach, the coach will, say thank you for receiving the email, but on the back end, they will invite you to camp. And that's just the extent of the conversation. The coaches can follow you back on Twitter. So you send a message to the coach on Twitter and they can follow you back. That's the extent of that conversation. And you ask, I see freshmen getting offers all the time. How does that work? Well, I'm going to tell you how it works. It works like this. You get invited to a camp, because you send information, to a coach. Once you're on a college campus or a college atmosphere or on a campus atmosphere, you can do face-to-face contact and coaches can offer you scholarship based on your performance at the camp. That's how it works. That's the only stipulation where you can have face-to-face contact with coaches as a freshman. But once you step off campus or once you step off premises, coaches cannot, contact you anymore. So that's the loophole of how, freshmen get offers now these days. And that's how, NCAA is allowing freshmen to communicate with coaches and start building a relationship with coaches is to go to camps. And that's what I mentioned before. Go to camp as early as possible. That's how you start building a relationship with coaches and bypassing the loopholes when it comes to communication with coaches. Also, when coaches come evaluate upperclassmen, that's another avenue for players to go under the radar or start getting seen by other coaches as well, throughout the, evaluation period. So they still can evaluate you as freshmen. They can't contact you when they come evaluate other players, but keep in mind, if you perform like you want to perform, trust me, they're gonna take notes. They're gonna write your name down. Ask your high school coach or your trainer, who is this guy, and they'll get some more information about you. And then on back end, they're gonna invite you to the camp as well. So anytime you get a chance to perform or do something to put yourself on the map or the radar, you need to do it. And you'll know college coaches come and see other players. That's your chance to shine. So make sure you do that as a freshman. Because they're recruiting 2 or 3 years out these days. Ain't no more, waiting junior, senior year to start recruiting. No, they're recruiting 8th graders and 9th graders now and offering 8th graders and 9th graders scholarships. So, you get a chance to do that, man, just do it. Man, we're not just talking about just one sport. I'm talking about all sports. All sports now are getting recruited as early as 8th and 9th grade. So if you get a chance to perform in front of, on the big stage, you need to do it and take advantage of it. That's the freshman year. We're going to continue to talk about the next 3 years, but freshman year is very crucial to, like I said, getting started with the recruiting process. And we're trying to tell you how to initiate the conversations or get the communication started to help benefit you the next 2 years. Because the next 2 years is crucial when it comes to, nowadays, when it comes to recruiting. So Coach Carlos, stay recruited. Let's keep working.